Look ma, no legs! Is this device better than the Camus e-pedal wheel? Find out right here, right now. Greetings Romy, you're watching Rom, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing. Today we're once again reviewing a sim racing product that could interest you. Thanks to all those who come here often, especially those who subscribe, and even more, our patrons. My name is Sarta and I will be your host for this video. For all of you who have impaired mobility, and I know of at least two big communities of such racers, there are surely more, 3D Wrap have developed and produced the HC1 hand controller. As you can see, it's a device that sits on your hand, there is a left-handed option, don't worry, and allows you to use throttle and brake through your thumb. Let's check out how well or not it is to race with it. Setting it up is easy. Connect the HC1 through USB to your computer. The HC1 is plug and play and gets recognized easily by Windows and recognized easily by the Sims. While 3D Wrap told us they are working on a version without a cable, for now the HC1 is cable bound, the USB cable being included in the delivery package. To use it, you put your hand through the strap. As it can be set up depending on your hand, this should fit most of you with or without gloves. And even I, with my big hands, had no problems with it. For those wishing something fancy, sorry, it only comes in black, although as it is 3D printed, they should be able to use different colors, but I suppose there's not enough demand for those. Also, keep in mind it's a 3D printed part. It doesn't feel as smooth as the aluminium or the steel used for other parts of your rig. The upside of this is how lightweight it is at 166 grams and that the price is lower than even the cheapest of pedals at €90. Driving is done by pressing the pedals with your thumb. The sensors detect how far you've pressed and translate this to the Sims as pressure on the pedal. Hop into your favorite sim or Sims, tell it which pedal does what, and race! All very easy to set up and to use, truth to be told. Because of the low weight, you can use the device for an extended time with no trouble. Also, the cable did not bother me at all, contrary to what I was expecting. Of course, it's difficult to do maneuvers like being on the throttle and brake at the same time, and I don't have a solution to do that, truth to be told. If you have an idea how to make that possible without dislocating my thumb, write it down in the comments. While I needed some time to unlearn to use my feet and learn to use my thumb, when I finally got there it was easy to use and easy to administer the right amount of pressure to drive around. The sensors work wonderfully and allow you to drive quite smoothly. Ergonomically, I found the HC1 device easier to use and less stressful for my hand than the e-pedal Camus wheel by far. Although in retrospect I might get it with slightly longer paddles so as not to strain my thumb too much, as this was one of my problems, setting it up correctly on my hand. At the Sim Racing Expo, 3D Wrap told us they can make the paddles longer, as they are as 3D printed as most of the rest of the hand controller. So maybe talk to them before you buy it if you have specially big or specially small hands, just in case. The only thing disturbing me is this part of the strap holder facing forwards, which after a while dug itself into my hand and ended up being disturbing even when using gloves. 3D Wrap told us they're already working on a redesign of the piece, but they don't have a date for the release of the new version at the making of the video. If you like what you see, how about supporting us? A like, a subscribe, or even becoming a patron? Patrons get access to exclusive content and are involved in our decisions. Help us grow with your support. All in all, I can very much recommend the hand controller HC1 from 3D Wrap, especially as soon as they release the redesigned version. The sensors are smooth, it's an easy to use solution that is quite configurable specifically for your hand. From what I hear, there's not only people with mobility issues using it, but a part of the drifting community uses it, and maybe they'll release it in other colors in the future too, if enough of us ask them to. Do you have that one in lavender? I mean red, manly red.